Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw. I'm here at the MAST conference, and we're here with one of the top MAST agencies. It's Neelie Kruse. I said that right?
Yes.
Okay. Who's the CTC and the owner of Cary Travel Express in Cary, Illinois. And we're here. We just actually had a panel with Neelie, and we had a great panel. But we're going to talk about her agency, what she really likes about MAST and why she stayed with it, and what the outlook for business really is this year and going forward. And you're going to find out about that and more on Insider Travel Report. Now, Neelie, first of all, it's great to meet you here. We had a nice little panel earlier about with some of the top MAST agencies here, but it was very interesting to hear your views. First of all, tell us a little bit about your agency. When did you start, and how long have you been in business?
Well, I started in the industry 44 years ago, but I started my business 34 years ago. Okay. In Cary, Illinois, suburb of Cary. We grew from myself and 2 agents to now I have 25 agents.
Wow, and that's amazing, the story. And what do you focus on mostly, and what kind of travel do you sell?
Well, I mean, leisure is our primary. We do some corporate, but very little. But we specialize. I have a whole destination wedding department. We do at least 30 weddings a year. I have a group department. We specialize in Europe, in all aspects of. Well,
you have with the cruise, and it's spelled Kruse. You still have the greatest name for selling cruises.
Well, when I opened the business, everyone's like, aren't you going to call it Kruse Travel? And I said, well, it's too limiting. Then they think we just do cruises, or they're going to spell it like Tom Cruise, not Kruse. So I said, let's just go simple and do Cary Travel Express.
And you did, and you're selling everything now. That's great. And one of the interesting things you mentioned when we were doing this panel earlier, that you pretty much kept your staff on throughout the COVID pandemic, right?
Yes, I didn't lay anybody off. I said, I never thought it would last as long as it was. But, every Wednesday we did a Zoom call. I kept the office open so all the inside people came to work every day. And we all got together. We kept each other's spirits up. We stayed positive as best we could. We dressed up, came to work. We wanted the world to know that life was going on and people were going to travel. When it was going on, we went anywhere that was open. We got it all over Facebook. My girls were traveling, and that really helped us get through it and survive.
Well, and then the other thing is it prepared you for what we have now is really incredible surge in business for even last year in 22, and now here we are in 23 where it's going gangbusters, right?
Yes, well, that was my goal, was to be positioned.
You had great foresight, right? You knew exactly what was going to happen. Right?
Yeah, only maybe less time would have been better if I could have done that. I never thought it would last as long as it was, but that was my goal, was to be positioned and be ahead of everybody else, because all these people were closing their doors, going to work from home. And I said, no, I'm not giving up the brick and mortar. I'm not going to work from home, and we're going to be here. I also hired some of the agents from some agencies that did close down. I knew who would be hiring at that point, but I did, and I took a gamble, and it well paid off, because we're positioned, we're ready, and now that everything's come back crazy, we can handle it, where some of them can't handle it.
Everybody's complaining they have too much business now, but you're all set for it. Now, let's talk about MAST, and how long have you been a member of the MAST organization?
I've been in business 34 years, so it's about probably 32. It's 32 or 31 years.
Wow, you must be one of the original, almost the original MAST agent.
Pretty close. I wasn't one of the original, but close to it.
Yeah, so why did you first join, and how has it evolved, the relationship? What is it about MAST that you like?
Well, I originally joined because I was in one, I think it was vacation.com or something, a huge one. And I went to one conference, and I walked in the room, and I was overwhelmed with thousands of people. And I'm like, okay, this is just not for me. Somebody suggested MAST to me, a Midwest affiliation, smaller groups. And so I tried it out and loved it. I mean, it's only grown and become so much better over the years. I mean, I liked it from the start, but John's just taken it to a whole different level.
John Werner has done an amazing job, and I've known him a long time. And unfortunately, this is my first MAST conference, and I said to him, I can't believe it's been taking me this long to get here. So what are some of the services that you take advantage of here?
Through MAST in general?
Yeah.
I mean, the marketing, they've got great marketing, because, as a smaller agency, I have a marketing girl, but, she's selling travel now too, because everybody is, because we're too busy. But, they give us the tools that we can't do ourselves, it would cost me too much money to do. So belonging to MAST and having that in my dues, the marketing, the the social media, all that we utilize.
And then, of course, you have the preferred relationships and the partners that you get to meet here.
Absolutely, that you can't put a price tag on that. I mean, the networking, the reps that are here, and also with MAST, the higher commissions that we get through MAST that we wouldn't be able to get on our own. It goes on and on, the list of why belonging to MAST is beneficial to us.
Now, what's the future hold for Carey Travel in terms of outlook for bookings now, in terms of what you want to do with the travel agency?
Well, I mean, right now I have to just regroup because we can't even think. All we're doing is booking. But, I want to grow it as everyone does, but I also don't want to grow so big that I like staying the smaller size that we are and being, we can't be everything to everybody. I like that we are good at what we do. We're great with the destination weddings. We're great with Europe. Everyone kind of has their niche, and I don't want to ruin that by getting too big. So, my plan isn't to grow double in size, grow in baby steps, but also remain, with the knowledge and the service that we give to our clients, which is what we're known for.
And then you keep coming to these events. As you hear in the background, they're actually setting up tables for the dinner tonight, which is going to be fun. And it's been a great event so far, and I'm looking forward to it. And it was great to meet you, Neelie, to hear about your agency. I love the fact that you stuck through this whole COVID thing and really were ready when you emerged.
Well, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. It was wonderful meeting you. And I'm a subscriber to your report, and I know hopefully more agents will subscribe too after this because you do a great job for the industry.
Well, I appreciate it. We tried to stuck through this whole COVID thing, and now we've emerged as well, and we love supporting our travel advisor readers, and thank you for being a loyal subscriber. Actually, a lot of the folks here did say they do see us because, and we haven't been around that long, about 6 years, but I've been around a little longer than that, but it's been great to be in this industry and great meeting people like you.
Thank you very much.
I'm James Schillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.